Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Allen. I'm a Live Well peer educator, and today we're going to be talking about healthy food swaps you can make to improve your diet. This video is going to provide information on how to replace calorically dense food with nutrient dense food. Making little changes such as these in our diet can have a big impact on our long-term health. Let's start with grains. Processed grains are going to be things like white bread, white rice, and anything with all-purpose flour. These products are stripped of the bran and germ layers of their grains, taking away their heart-healthy fiber and micronutrients with it. According to the USDA MyPlate recommendations, at least half, if not all, of our grains should be whole. So, instead of white bread or white rice, try whole grain bread or brown rice. Instead of flour tortillas, you can try whole grain corn tortillas. And instead of regular pasta, you can try whole wheat pasta or brown rice pasta. Another healthy alternative to white rice is cauliflower rice. You can buy this pre-made and frozen in the grocery store, and this will help you add in more veggies to your diet as well. Now let's move on to red meats and processed meats. Red meat is typically high in cholesterol and saturated fat, which can increase your risk of developing heart disease. Heart disease has been the leading cause of death in America for over 10 years. So, if red meat is a frequent occurrence in your diet, maybe occasionally try replacing the red meat with ground turkey or black beans. This works great in burgers or tacos, and this will help reduce your cholesterol and saturated fat intake. When you are buying things like ground beef, buy the cuts that are 90% lean or more. This way you will lower the amount of saturated fat you're consuming. Deli meats are typically high in saturated fat, sodium, and preservatives, which can be very detrimental to our health. When making sandwiches, try occasionally using tuna or roasted chicken or even roasted veggies instead. These foods are less processed and are going to contain a lot less saturated fat. Since we're in the South, let's talk about butter. Butter is in a lot of our favorite comfort foods and definitely adds a lot of good flavor to food. However, it also contains a lot of cholesterol and saturated fat, which is detrimental to our health. While margarine contains no cholesterol and less saturated fat compared to butter, it does contain trans fat, which should be avoided in our diets whenever possible. When you're cooking your eggs or pancakes or frying any sort of food, try using a heart-healthy fat like olive oil instead. Or you could even buy a nonstick pan to avoid the need for butter or oil at all. For those of you who like to bake, you probably have used butter and margarine a lot. There are a lot of substitutions you can use in baking to reduce or even eliminate the amount of butter or margarine you're using. You can again try using a healthy oil like olive oil, or you can even mash up banana or use applesauce to replace half of the fat in your recipes. This will help you reduce the saturated fat, trans fat, and cholesterol you're consuming in your baked goods while increasing the vitamins and minerals in them as well. Now let's move on to condiments. Condiments can be tricky because they can add a lot of fat and sugar to our diets without us even really noticing. Mayonnaise is typically full of unhealthy fats, which will add a lot of calories to your diet without you realizing. Instead of mayonnaise, try using hummus or avocado on sandwiches instead. This will give you that creamy flavor, and it'll also provide healthy unsaturated fat, protein, vitamins, and minerals. Some other really popular condiments are ketchup, barbecue sauce, or honey mustard. These condiments can add a lot of sugar to our diets and are usually sweetened with high fructose corn syrup, which does not have a lot of nutritional value. Rather than using these condiments to add flavor to your food, try using hot sauce or mustard or salsa. Rather than using these condiments to add flavor to your food, try using hot sauce, mustard, or salsa. These condiments are low in calories and sugar. There's also a lot of options for us today where brands have come out with low sugar and low sodium condiments. These will taste very similar to the original counterparts and will reduce the sodium and sugar in our diets. Now let's talk about snacks. In our world, especially on college campuses, we're surrounded by all these packaged foods. It's really easy for us to just grab a bag of chips or grab a package of candy whenever we're hungry, studying, or just want to munch on something. While everything is okay in moderation, it's not great to be eating these things every day, and it's not going to help us fuel our bodies or our brains either. If you're craving something sweet, try fresh fruit, dark chocolate, or smoothies. You can buy these pre-made smoothie packs in the store, so all you have to worry about is throwing it into a blender and blending it up. If you're craving something salty and crunchy, try carrots and hummus, celery with peanut butter, kale chips, whole grain crackers, or low-fat popcorn. These type of foods are going to provide you with much more micronutrients than these packaged foods. They're going to make you feel better, and they're going to help fuel your brain much better as well. As you guys can see, improving our diets is as easy as walking a little further down the grocery aisle than you normally do. Please try some of these healthy food swaps out and let me know some of your ideas on how we can improve our diets and feel healthier and happier. Thank you.